Hi crafters, it's Hannah again from HanCrafted Creations. Welcome again to my craft room. For some reason things just didn't want to work for a little bit. But anyway, so as I was saying, in today's class we're going to be looking at die cutting. I've got my big shot here and I've got a few stamps and dies that we can use together. I haven't got a specific stamp set, no, not stamp set, a specific card to make. I haven't planned one, but I thought we could just have a play with the stamp sets and the dies particularly, and then see what we can come up with. So as always, Mum is on in the chat if you have any questions or anything you would like to say, then just let me know and we will get started. So I'm just going to flip the camera around. To my big shot, and are we good? I don't know what's wrong. Okay. Let's have a look. Is it the same for you? That's a very flattering image for it to have paused on. Sorry guys, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, bear with. Okay, I think we are back and I'm just going to start straight away. So we are looking at die cutting today. I've got my big shot here. Okay, so if you haven't seen one of these before, this is the big shot. It is a die cutting machine and you can use dies and embossing folders, and there are a couple of different ways that you can emboss on a die cutting machine as well. So I've got the magnetic platform here, and you may also have, just grab my thing, instead of the magnetic platform you might have the big shot platform and the thin die adapter. So depending on what you use, you would either use that one or both of them together. I've also got the precision base plate. So this is good for if you are cutting really thin intricate dies like this one here, and it will get all of those intricate cuts cut really well. And this is the older big shot platform. So now we've got two separate ones. You may still have this one. So this is the multi-purpose platform where you just flip the tab depending on what you want to cut. My preference generally is the magnetic platform, just because it holds the dies in place when I'm cutting, and I usually get less mistakes when I use the magnetic platform. So you'll also use your acrylic plates with it as well to hold what you're cutting. So those are all of the plates that you might use with your big shot. Another tool is the die brush. So this is for if you're using those intricate dies, which you will in a minute. You use your die brush and the mat to get all the little bits out. You can see a load of them in there. So that's what that is for. So we'll be using that in a little bit as well. Okay, so the dies that I have got, the stamps and die sets. The first one is this Beauty Abounds set, and these amazing dies that go with it, which I haven't even used yet. So with this die, there are 2 sheets of dies that coordinate with the stamp set, which is just awesome. So they kind of work together. These two are nest into each other. So I'm going to show you that in a second. So we'll cut those. And then another stamp set and die that I've got is the Forever Lovely stamp set. Both of these sets and the dies are from the Spring Summer catalogue, which will be live from January 1st? The 1st or the 3rd? Okay, 1st of January, we'll go with that because I can't remember. So these are absolutely amazing. I have used the stamp set, we used it on stage, and then you've got the dies that coordinate with it. So I thought first of all we would just cut the beautiful butterfly thinlet dies. So I'm going to grab 2 contrasting colours of cardstock. So let's go with that one, and put this a bit closer. Here we go. And this one here. So you've got 2 colours that are very, one's more subtle obviously and one's brighter, so you can see, you'll see the difference in the dies. So we'll go with this one. I don't actually keep them on this card that it comes with. I will put them on magnetic sheets and store them in a stamp case, either with the stamps. I'll just put a magnetic sheet. See, I haven't even, oh no, it's not that one. Yes, it is, what I'm on about. Yeah, I'll usually put a magnetic sheet there and store it there. But because this one is so big, I might put it in a case of its own. So I do have some spares of these cases. So that's one. Just because I don't really like the tape that it's on. I always feel like I'm going to break something when I'm peeling it off here. Okay. So that's the other one. So I'm going to cut one with the magnetic plate and then one with the big shot, the precision plate, and you'll kind of see the difference when they cut. So let's bring in the big shot. So you have your plate down at the bottom, whichever one you decide to use, an acrylic plate, your cardstock, and then your die with the cut side down. So I don't know if you can make it out. The cut side isn't actually sharp, but it's raised a little bit. So you can probably just see there's a little bit of a raised edge there, and that's the cut side. And then the other side, you'll see it's completely flat and smooth. So the cut side needs to go into your cardstock. Oh, and you can see there the magnetic plate holds it in place. It doesn't move, which is really good if you're lining it up with a stamped image. So let's just cut that through, and whoops. So wind it through, and to make sure it's cut before you move your die, if you pick it up and gently flip it over, you kind of see the lines where it's cut. It'll look like a pencil line, and that little bit in the middle there doesn't quite look like it's cut. Try and tilt it to the light a little bit so you can see. These lines here, you can definitely see the cut. These ones here, not so much. So I'm just going to run it through one more time. And hopefully that will have cut. Yeah, that looks good. So you can see that little bit there that didn't look like it had cut before. I think it has now. So let's gently ease it out. So you could use that as a mask for something if you wish. And then we can pop. So all these big bits, they're really easy to pop out. But then when you've got the little intricate bits, that's where the dye brush comes in handy. So you would pop it down like that, and all these little holes the little bristles will go into, and pop all the bits out, and then you should be able to gently get it out. That is just gorgeous. Oh my word, that is amazing. So these little bits, and just grab your pokey tool. This is so delicate, so you don't want to be too rough getting these little bits out. And some of them actually, is it on this one? Some of the dyes that you can get now, they don't actually cut, they just emboss as well. So just make sure when you're poking your bits out that it is actually one that's meant to pop out, if you know what I mean. So I'll just get these last couple of bits. Normally I would kind of just flick it out, but because this is so delicate, I don't want to. And there's one little bit that I don't think has cut quite. Oh, there we go. Just needed a little bit of persuasion. There. Now how gorgeous is that? So that was that one. So make sure that any little bits of paper that are still in the dye, you just pop them out, because next time when you come to use it, if those are in there, it might not cut properly. So just double check that's all good. Okie dokie. So the next one, this one, we're going to use the precision base plate instead of the magnetic plate. So really you shouldn't really use the magnetic plate and the precision base plate together, because this is metal and it's recommended not to use them together, even though I'll be honest, I have done. So for the precision base plate, you want your Big Shot platform and the thin die adapter. Then you want your precision base plate turned with the black side facing up, so the side with the writing and the image, that needs to be downwards. Then your cardstock and your die. So this obviously isn't magnetic, so this is just going to move around, but it will cut it a lot better. Then just one plate on top. I think that's right. So let's run that through. Like so. And if we flip it over, you can do the test to see if it all looks cut, and that definitely does. So that's the benefit of the precision base plate. It will cut in one go. So if I grab my die brush and give all a good press, and gently peel that out. All the bits are out the die, and let's just grab this. Oh gosh, there we go. And you can just brush your cardstock as well, but do this a lot more gentle than if you've still got the die there. And then just grab all these little bits out. And I think, I know it has, I thought these hadn't cut properly for a second there. But it looks like they have. So I don't know why, I find poking out all these little bits quite relaxing. Might just be me, but because often I'll just use the pokey tool and I won't even use the die brush. There, gorgeous. So let's just move all these bits out the way. So then these two, if you, oh wow, oh my goodness. So when you layer them on top of each other, you get an absolutely stunning image. Now what I forgot to do, which is what I was going to do, was use the what's it called? The multi-purpose adhesive sheets, which I'll show you in a second, but as soon as I forgot, we'll use the fine tip glue pen to stick these two together. So on the thinner one, the more delicate one, I'm just going to drop a few spots of glue and then stick them together. So you don't need loads of this glue because it is quite good glue, just a few spots around, and having that fine tip on it means that all these little delicate, like the little antennas and all that stuff, you can get glue on there. So any of the sort of the bits that are sticking out mostly, like these little antenna bits, that you want to make sure they're stuck well. And I think that's good. So just lay on top like so. So you could offset it slightly as well, would kind of give it a shadowy effect, but I'm not going to this time. I'm just going to lay it straight down, and when I've got it in place, I'm just going to grab the big oh my word, what's this thing called? The block. Oh goodness, my brain has just gone to mush today. I'm going to grab the big block and look how stunning that is. That's amazing. Wow. This is so pretty. I love it. Okay. We need to get this on a card. Oh, just put in the lid of the fine tip glue pen. There's a tiny little needle, so it stays nice. Okay, so we've got that. Let me just wipe that bit of glue up so I don't get glue on everything. Okie dokie, so the stamp set that goes, oh my goodness, let me just organise myself a little bit. Put that there, move these out of the way. Right, the stamp set is this one, Beauty Abound. So this is actually a cling stamp set. So in the autumn winter catalogue and the new catalogue, which will be like from next year, there will just be cling stamps and photopolymer stamps. The benefit of that is these will stick to your blocks. So you know all the tips and techniques that you learn about how to get your stamps to stick. You won't need to bother with any of that anymore because they will just stick. So I'm going to get a card base, maybe a, oh wow, just look at that, that is so nice. Okay, so we'll have that base, and I've just got my cardstock next to me here. I think actually something like that. So you don't need a lot with that. So we'll just grab a sentiment though. Our friendship. Friend is someone who chooses you. Oh. We will have some of the butterfly in the background, and then just the thanks. So make sure when you've got your cling stamps that you do put your stickers on, because that's what will make it cling. So obviously so I always put this down flat because it makes sure that the sticker is flat, because if it's bent it can bend the stamp, and that sometimes has an effect on how well it sticks as well. There we go. There's our butterfly, and then the thanks. This is how new this stamp set is. So make sure I got it the right way. Oh. There we go. So you've got your butterfly and your thanks. So I'm just going to stamp on the background of here, and I'll just need my stamp and scrub and some ink. We'll go with Blackberry Bliss, and just stamp that all over. So this will now stick, no problem. And I do believe that you can wash this because it kind of is tacky, so if it loses its stick then you can wash it, but I don't know what with, so I'm not going to say yet. I will find that out and let you know. So actually I wonder if that's a bit dark. Oh no, that's not too bad. I think this needs re-inking, that's why. stamp a quick background. Wow, I think this really needs re-inking actually. Blackberry Bliss on the list. There we go. Cool. So we've just got a quick background. Oh, I need that still, don't I? And I didn't put any grid paper down. Really good start today. So that's going to be our background. And the butterfly. Oh, just look at that. It's so nice. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment on some of the scraps that we've got left over. So clean that. And be gentle when you're peeling these up as well. Cool. And punch that out. I think that will fit. Yes, it does. Nice. And I'm going to grab one of this colour. Okie dokie. But this one I'm just going to chop in half. And just stick it on the back just to extend this a little bit. Like that. And then the same on the other side. Mum, could you put the big light on, please? It's gone so dull. I think we're going to be getting some rain soon, because it looks miserable outside. There we go. Can't hardly see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so grab the card base, and this layout I'm going to put flat, like so. And this one, I'm actually going to pop it up. So I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. Have I got some here? Oh, shoot, I don't have any. Wow, I've actually... Oh, no, I have. Phew. There we go. So, mini dimensionals on the back. So there is some space that's big enough for the mini dimensionals on the back of this die. So just in a few spots. I'm probably putting a little bit more than normal just because of how big this die cut is. That'll do. Okay. So peel the backing off. And just going to pop this in the center like so. Oh, that is just stunning. And then the thanks, we'll pop that up as well. Okay. Come on. There we go. Gorgeous. And last but not least, a little bit of bling. I think some rhinestones. I'm going to put some on his body and the big guy in the middle. Actually, I think that's probably enough. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so that is using a die for the focal image on your card. That, I think, is an absolutely amazing die. So that is, so the stamp set is Beauty Abounds. Let's pop these ones back in. And that's from the Autumn Winter catalogue. And then the die set that coordinates with it is called, so that's one and that's one, and there's all these other dies that go with it as well, which we haven't even used. So that's the butterfly beauty thinlet dies, and again that's in the Autumn Winter catalogue as well. So you've got all of these images that will layer up together. So that one actually cuts out the butterfly that we stamped, sorry. And there's loads on here, and then you've got your little frilly bits. So that is awesome. I love it. So we'll pop this back in here for now. Like I said, I store my stamps on magnetic sheets. My dies on magnetic sheets in with the stamp set it coordinates with, so it's right there together, because generally you're going to use it together, so I store them together. Okay, so that's that card, and we'll move on to the next stamp set. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you as well, these butterfly elements are a celebration item. So during celebration, every £45 you spend, you get to choose something for free. So I chose these butterfly elements that will coordinate with these. So there you go, flip it that way, you can see these. So you can colour these up with your Stampin' Blends or alcohol markers, or even probably just ink. You could probably just press it into the ink pad. So these are one of the celebration freebies that coordinate with that stamp set and dies as well, and that is called, they are the butterfly elements. So yeah, thought I'd show you that. Okay, so the next stamp set and die that I'm going to use is the Forever Lovely stamp set and the Lovely Flowers edgelet dies. So an edgelet die kind of is what it sounds. It will cut an edge. So I'm going to stamp the image and do the die cutting, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So let me just clear up some of these bits here, and we'll stamp. So this is a photopolymer stamp set, and Whisper White. I've got no Whisper White. Oh, there he is. Okay. So there's this big flower image, and then there's the leaves that coordinate as well. So we learned on stage that it's easier to stamp the flowers first, isn't that what we said? Because I think we all stamped the leaves first and then was trying to line the flowers up with the leaves, but if you stamp the bigger image first, which I'm going to do this time, so let's just grab real red. So stamp that, I'll just go there. Like so. I mean, just look at that. Oh yeah, as well, these are distinctive stamps, so you'll see that there's kind of depth and some lighter parts and some darker parts just automatically in the stamp. So it's actually upside down. So you've got your outline and then you've got your shading in there as well. So even better. Okay, then this one will coordinate. Then let me see if I can remember. It must be that way. So I can't remember which way it goes. That doesn't look right. So that stamp is the right way up now. So it must be that. Yeah, there we go. So I usually do this before I stamp it, just so I can get an idea of where I'm going. And it looks roughly about like that. So let's get a colour for the leaves. And roughly about like that. Does not matter at all if it's not perfect, because chances are it's not going to be. But look at that. Oh, that is just stunning. Oh, Zoe, that's amazing. And it's not my stamping, it's just a wicked stamp set. That's so pretty. Okay, so I believe this die will cut that out. But as you can see, we haven't played with it yet. So let's see if I can get it off here. Haven't even put it away yet or anything. There we go. Gosh. So let's see. It looks like that about right, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, so it will line up there. So for this one, the magnetic platform is definitely the way to go. So let's get a bit of space and bring the big shot back in. So you've got your magnetic platform, your acrylic plate, your cardstock and a die. So with the magnetic platform you can line it up and it shouldn't move. So there we go. So that should be perfectly lined up, and I think, well, let's just cut it and I'll tell you what I think is right. So when you actually cut this, yeah, it is what I think. So like I said, this is an edgelet die. So how you would use this is on the edge of something. So if we just snip off the end, so you can see it leaves a amazingly gorgeous edge, and these little bits will pop out. That's also another method. Flick it and all the bits will pop out and you'll get confetti everywhere. There we go. So this is a different type of die again. You can do different things with this one. So, I mean, just look at that, how beautiful. And then, I don't know if you can see, but there are some parts, you might not be able to make it there. This is just a little bit of embossing here and there on some of the leaves and some of the swirls. You might not be able to see it on camera, but in real life you can see there's embossing. So if you did want to then cut the whole thing out and have that as a thing on its own, that's where this bit would come in. So this bit, I believe, goes, where does this go? Oh, it doesn't go where I thought it goes. Okay. Oh, nope, not there either. Oh, it is there. Okay, I'm confused. So that lines up with that edge, but we already cut that edge out. I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, it's kind of to that edge. Okay, so that's just a thing on its own, and I guess if you just stamp it and then you want that edge, that's what it'll do. So let's stamp it again, and we'll do it on a separate piece of cardstock so we can use it. So this is basically what I do when I get something new. I'll just have a play and see what it does. So I go there. Then line this up. It was like that, wasn't it? And like so. Oh, that's just gorgeous. I'm going to close these because I know I'll stick my finger in them. Okay. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. Okay, so now this looks like it cuts that edge. Like so. Morning, Leanne. There. So let's run that through and see what we get. Yeah. So So that has cut that edge. So it's cut off the same piece, but it's whole. So that could actually line up. So what you could do is cut this with a solid colour. Oh my gosh. The edge, like we've just done in this one, with a solid colour, not stamping or anything. Or just stamping actually, yeah. And then this as an outline colour. So it'll kind of outline it. So what I'm going to do, grab this one and do just that. But firstly, we'll grab the adhesive sheets that I was telling you about, and I'll show you how to use those. These are awesome, and it is just what it sounds like, a big sheet of stickiness. If I grab some cardstock, something that will coordinate. And all you do is peel the backing off, and that is all sticky. Oops, I just stuck my finger in it as per usual. Then put your cardstock down, give that a press. Like so. And you can use tiny little bits of this stuff. It's really good, so it won't go to waste. And just trim off that bit. This is where your scissors get sticky, but hey ho. Okay, so now that has got a nice big bit of adhesive. So I want, which one do I want? I want this one, don't I? So we'll cut that again. With a bigger piece. I'm just going to go like that. Let me just make sure that's the right way around. Yep. I think this is what we do. I'm just going with it and see what happens. So yeah. This is just me playing, to be fair. So peel that off. Just look at how gorgeous that is. It's so nice. And this will have cut all the backing as well, but to make this easier, die brush, thingamabob. Let's just get those bits out. Pop, 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 pop. Oh gosh. You do have to be a little bit delicate still, and remember that there's adhesive here, so bear with it while you get your bits out. Oh. That one. So it is all cut, but because there's 2 layers now because we've got the adhesive sheet there as well. You do have to just pop some of them out. Go on. Oops. There we go. So that is all out. Like so. There you go. So all of the bits are cut and good to go. Have a good day, Leanne. See you later. So that will line up with that just perfectly. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to, what should I cut down? I'm just going to chop these down a little bit. So like so, and chop a little bit off there. Okay, beautiful. So that's got adhesive on the back, so you can cut out of that and keep using it. And now I'm going to peel the backing off this, so that will now leave that all nice and sticky. And so you can see it, that's all the adhesive on there. I'm going to line this up over the top. See if I can get it right first time. That's roughly about right, I think. Yep. There we go. So press that down. I'm going to trim that excess off. There we go. And how gorgeous is that? That's so pretty. Okay, so let's get a card together, shall we? I'm going to pop these back on here for now. There are loads of other dies in that set as well. These cut out the bigger stamp flower, the leaves, and I think there's even one for that little thingy there. Yeah, fabulous. Okay, so got red. We'll have a very vanilla card base again. I think what I'll do is have that along the bottom. So let's neaten this up a bit. Just get a nice straight edge. Like that. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Okay. So I'm just going to do some stamping directly onto the card base, I think. So I'm going to take the hearts. And then the sentiment. Wishing you a lovely day. and the teeny tiny little hearts too. Okay, so that's going to go about there. So I'm going to have some hearts coming up from there and to our sentiment. So our sentiment's going to be there, so I'll stamp that first. Awesome. And then the little hearts around it. They're just too cute, oh my word. Oh. Or should I have them here? No, I'll stick with what I said. Do one more. Oh, fab. And then one there. Oh, it's so pretty! Oh my word! These are absolutely the most gorgeous stamps. And fill in a little bit. Oops. Oh, I mean, just wow. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, but stop. Otherwise I'm going to go heart crazy. Okay, so to stick this on, I've got some double-sided tape and so from this edge, so tape, just easier with tape, I think, this little bit. Yeah, get the backing off. Like so. Oh. And line that up. That's my phone. And cut off the excess. Like so. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, but that is just gorgeous. And I've smudged it. Oh wow, actually. I can probably disguise it. There. Nobody will ever know. And yes, we do need some bling. Don't think we've got any new bling that will go. No hearts. I didn't know if you had any heart-shaped bling. Nah. Okie doke. I think then just some pearls. Will look nice. So, just have some of the smaller pearls. Oops. 2, 3. Oh, shh. Pop that on silent. There we go. How gorgeous is that? That is absolutely amazing. So this one, the die is the focal point, and yeah, it's just stunning. And then this one, it's more of an accent on the card. So 2 different ways of using dies right there. I think this one is my favourite actually, just because I love it. I don't know, they're both lovely. So I do have another technique that I want to show, but because of how long we've already been going, I will do a part 2 of die cutting. So I'll just give you a last look at those. So yeah, I'll do a part 2 probably next week. Let me know if you want it next week or a little bit later on. So that will be coming up. So thank you very much for watching. Apologies for the technical issues at the start of the class. I really don't know why it decided to do that. And let me know if you like this time as well for the live class. So I'm trying doing it earlier in the day and seeing if you guys like it as well, because it's a little bit better for me to do it at this time. So let me know what you think, and I will see you all in next week's live class. Don't forget, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know and I will answer those for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.